everyone, and welcome to another episode of Show Us Your Insides. I'm Joel.
I'm Joshua.
And before we get started, we always like to say that we are on unceded and unsurrendered Wolastoqey territory.
That's right. And you may be checking us out on YouTube, or you may be listening to us on CHSR 97.9 FM in Fredericton, your community radio station, and big supporters of the local arts and all that. And please listen to them if you don't. And today we have on the incredible Ella Campbell, up-and-comer, singer-songwriter. I don't want to get too much into it because I'll let her tell you a little bit more about herself.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Yeah, thank you for coming in. Thank you for having us. See, I told you I would do it. Thanks, Ella. Thanks for having us here.
You're like,
really
it's
appreciate it.
It's the least you could do, right?
Yeah.
Have us on your show.
Yeah, it's the least, I guess.
Yeah.
This is where we flip it. Now you are interviewing us. We didn't tell you that part before you came in.
So yeah, tell us. I think we know a little bit about. The audience doesn't. So for them, give us a little context. We said singer-songwriter, but how did you get into it?
So background about me. I'm originally from Nova Scotia. I live here in Fredericton.
Me too.
Yeah.
From Nova Scotia.
I didn't know that.
What part of Nova Scotia?
New Minas.
New Minas. Okay, is that near New Ross at all?
It's near Wolfville.
Wolfville, okay.
So where
actually
Acadia
kinda close to
University is, yeah.
Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm from there, and growing up, I grew up next to Newfoundlanders. So music was just naturally a part of how I grew up. It was a mix of everything. So right now I'm really big into country. That's kind of what I'm going for right now. But I also listen to rock, Newfoundland music, Irish music, everything that you can kind of think of. And started playing guitar at 5 and ended up stopping for a bit, and then took lessons, quit the lessons, and just continued kind of teaching myself. It's just my dad's RCMP, so we ended up having to move over here.
Okay,
and
right on.
for the better, honestly. The music industry in Nova Scotia, in that little small town, it's pretty much extinct. It's non-existent.
So New Minas was a small town.
Is an understatement. Yeah.
There
It's
you go.
very, very, very small.
Okay.
But that's kind of how I started.
Amazing. Yeah, I was born in Digby, Nova Scotia.
Oh,
which
no
is-
way.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But moved to New Brunswick when I was about 6 years old, so I don't have but I still go back there once in a while, and
That's
I
fair.
do love Nova Scotia, but
Me too.
yeah, Digby wouldn't have offered much for music either. I
No,
don't think.
absolutely
Scallops
nothing.
maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
I was from the scallop capital.
Wow.
That's about all.
So
Yeah.
none of us here were even born in this wonderful province we're
No,
presenting
unfortunately.
from. Wow. I was born in Labrador.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So when you mentioned Newfoundland, yeah,
Yes. On the topic of Ella's history.
Yeah.
This is
you're
what
a
happens.
part of that somehow.
This is what happens. Yeah. Anyways,
Uh-huh.
I think the Newfie thing, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I heard the word Newfie, and I
Who
love
did we interview? And we talked
Yeah.
about Newfoundland. There's always a connection with Newfies.
There is always.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not enough of a connection to remember who we were talking about.
No, fair enough.
But there's
It
no.
might have been Sebe actually, but maybe not. So music now. So you're here. How long ago did you move to New Brunswick?
I would say probably, I'm going to say 7 years ago.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
okay,
in
right on.
grade 8 and moved with a terrible haircut.
Oh.
And
It's okay. We all had
That sounds like the beginning of a film. like a
oh
teen,
my
like-
God. Yeah, it could be. It really could be. But yeah, nobody when I grew up, nobody knew that I could sing either.
Okay.
I kept that very
So you were did you sing privately and you knew you loved singing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody
okay.
else knew. I think at George Street Middle
Yes.
School, they have something called, I think it's not a jazz band, it's something else. And I applied for that, and I played Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi
Nice
on the
choice.
guitar, and I messed it up so bad.
Oh.
Anyway, after that, did not tell anybody that I could sing.
So it was
At
that
all.
situation. Bad haircut. You played Bon Jovi
Oh,
bad,
it was a
and then
great
you were
first impression.
I'm done. I'm
yeah,
done.
I'm out. New kid, grade 8. No, absolutely not.
But bold of you to take that.
Yeah, that's.
So did you perform the guitar and vocal at the same time?
I did.
Just yourself?
Yeah, first time
Okay.
ever playing in front of strangers.
Wow,
for sure.
that's a tall order.
Oh, absolutely.
That intro right there is just I would be intimidated to play that.
I was just going to
after
say, I wouldn't do
playing
that
for
right
years.
now.
Yeah,
No.
I know.
No way.
It was between that or Wonderwall.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I was the Wonderwall one. That was one of my first youth performances.
I should have been the
yes.
Wonderwall one, to be honest.
Oh.
But whatever.
That-
It
Yeah,
passed.
hindsight.
That
is
was the
2020.
lame choice.
Yeah.
You went with the rock star choice for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, even that, shows that if you're willing to kind of take that risk and do something like that, there was part of you that thought like, I really want to do this. Like I want to be up in
Absolutely.
front of people singing.
100%.
So was that like, you said you started at 4 years old, was it, playing guitar?
Yeah.
So like what spurred you on to wanting to do that? Was it like something you watched on TV? Was it like parents?
My parents are actually not musical at all.
Okay.
It was probably my neighbors. So about that again, like every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it would be kind of like a Newfie jam.
Nice.
We'd have my dad on the drums. He never even knew how to play the drums. And
Just hitting something.
yeah, I'd go up with my headphones and my iPod and I'd listen to the song and then I'd sing it into the microphone. And
cool.
I just kind of grew up around it. So I thought
Yeah.
that kind of, I want to do that. I mean, I grew up around it. I love it. Love to hear it. I want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a great kind of backstory on like how you got to here. So now how long, when did you finally say, I'm going to try singing in front of people again? When did that happen? And you wanted to take the risk.
Oh gosh. I was actually at Cavendish Music Festival.
Yeah.
And I got to talking with an artist by the name of Tyler Joe Miller. And he was up and coming then too, but he did play the main stage and he was an artist that I absolutely adored. I loved his music. And so funny. I was singing along, belting, screaming all of his songs, and I made an absolute fool out of myself. But he wasn't, I mean, he's big now. He wasn't big enough then where, like, he was able to walk in around, like, general admissions and that kind of stuff. So I ran into him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, huge fan. I love what you do, pretty much. And we got to talking, and I told him that I could sing, all that kind of stuff, and he told me how he started, and he just started singing in a band, and some guy reached out and was like, I'm gonna do this for you, you're gonna be a singer, you're gonna go somewhere with this. And that happened for him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to try and do that.
Cool.
So started putting things out on YouTube, and you can go back and look right now. They're
Still
awful
there?
videos. They're from like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a time. And since that, I just kind of been posting. I'm really bad at posting now, but I mean,
So hard.
it's so hard.
Yeah.
But I had the desire to try and play, for sure.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I guess we talked. Where did that take you? Like, so you're now. I think you said about a year that you've been playing pretty seriously.
Yeah.
And so like, take us through a little bit of like once you decided to, put yourself out there and sing. Like, what were kind of the first steps? Because I think for people watching too, who maybe are in a bit of a place like that, they can learn from a bit of your story about what you're doing. Because you're doing a great job. I see I don't know if it's every week, every month at least, like you're, booked somewhere new or you're doing something interesting with music where it's like you singing and you're kind of, I see you on posters, in town and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing a great job.
Embraced the newer role. And,
in a short time, like.
And
very short time. It was overwhelming, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Like not expected in some ways?
No.
Okay.
No. So like I said, with my YouTube kind of thing, I had a girl reach out from, I think it was Kentucky.
Okay.
And it was super random, and it must have been probably 2 months after I actually started. I may have had like 3 videos up on my YouTube, and she reached out to me, and she said that she went to this school for managing artists, and I'm like, cool, that's awesome, and she wanted to get my email and kind of figure some things out. Anyway, we ended up chatting. I'm not in contact with her anymore, but she ended up getting my first gig with Eddie Young. Eddie, for watching this, thank you so much.
Eddie.
You're awesome, great guy, really wicked person.
The name comes up a lot here.
Right? He's awesome.
Isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a wicked guy.
He is.
But he kind of gave me my start too, and she reached out to Eddie, and I got my first gig at Grim Ross.
Okay.
That's super random. Like, let's break that down. The amount, like, I like going back through.
Connections,
absolutely.
So how, like, okay, I was at a country concert, and I just randomly bumped into somebody that I actually liked their music.
Yeah.
Then they were humble enough and gracious enough to have a conversation with, a regular person,
Yeah.
you know, and that like inspired you. And then this complete stranger, basically from a different countries, put you in touch with Eddie in this city, who just happens to be the person that you would go to see anyways if you were probably an up and comer. So like the random synchronicity of all that is pretty hilarious.
It was
awesome.
super. It was super weird. And for anybody younger watching, you do not need somebody to reach out to you in order to play.
Yeah.
That was it. I think,
You do not.
I think Joel was going to get to that. Like, how do there's probably there is a lot of young people, and I assume we'll get you to talk on this more, but
Yeah,
like, it's probably
absolutely.
more intimidating in a lot of ways being a young woman coming into this thing.
Absolutely.
And how do I take this from bedroom singing to putting myself out there, and maybe, if my daughters turn out the way that I am programming them to, they're going to be very apprehensive about, who they, share their, whatever with, right?
Absolutely. I mean, being a young woman in this industry, there's some pros and cons, obviously.
Yeah.
Being young is really, really good because you have that much further that you can take this.
Sure, yeah.
But you gotta work for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you do need to put yourself out there a lot more.
Yeah.
And it is scary to do as a young woman to put your whole life out there. Like, I mean, I have TikTok right now and I'm doing get ready with me's and I'm giving people all of these just about my life, everything they can even imagine. My life is just online now. And my dad's an RCMP officer. I was never really taught to just show your life to everybody.
Right. Exactly.
I'm
I think
a
that's
pretty
what I was
guarded
trying to
person,
articulate.
Yeah.
And I'm a paramedic myself, so there's a lot of there can be some sketchy folks out there, and that's just barely touching the, that's barely scraping the surface of.
Absolutely.
But yeah. So
yeah,
anyways,
and being a woman in general, you're gonna have to deal with that stuff. Being an entertainer is kind of taking it to another level because all of these people, they just have access to you pretty much.
They think they know you kind of.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
Like,
They like your music. They like your personality. They like the way you look. Doesn't matter. They think that they know you and can say certain things and do certain things. And it's
right.
just- yeah. And you can't do that.
Yeah.
you cannot do that.
No.
I was gonna say.
I should start saying that. No.
Well, yeah, true. And even for patrons, like people who like just always knowing that when someone's putting themselves out there, that is a vulnerable position, and people have good days and bad days, and I mean, it's the same. It's not just with artists, but literally sometimes, you go through the drive-thru and someone that's serving you seems like especially unfriendly, and you're like, you have no idea what that person just went through. So
yeah, absolutely.
anytime we have any kind of connection or contact with each other, we have to like think about like how we're acting. So if you're going to shows, treat the artist well. I think in general,
generally, I really don't have that those experiences often, probably more often than a man. But you never know, right? Like I know that some men have had some situations as well.
I think it's fair to say, like,
everybody.
someone like me and Joel walks into a place, we're a lot less worried.
Yeah.
Than you would be.
That's... I'm also, I'm 5'3" and weigh 100 pounds.
Exactly, right?
I'm a very tiny person.
Yeah.
But, you just need to be careful. Yeah. It's way more fun than... It's not even not fun. You're always having fun. You just need to be careful.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go, you need to be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's good advice, too, for maybe... It's not even young people. It's like literally anyone who hasn't put themselves out there and wants to play some music.
Just be careful.
So back to kind of, you said you don't need someone to reach out and connect you because, and I would say especially in like a city like Fredericton, someone like Eddie Young is super approachable.
Absolutely.
But I think the key thing, like you said, you had started putting yourself out there. You did some YouTube stuff. So I think for anyone, the key is maybe, and you tell me if you think, but like, is just put yourself out there.
You need to, absolutely.
Like, whether it's, do some cover songs and put them up online, or just check out an open mic too. I don't know if you've ever done that route?
I still do open mics at Grimross.
Yeah.
I still have my open mic family, yeah.
And that is a huge one that, like, Fredericton is a great open mic city. There's open mic every night of the week,
everywhere.
I think, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a great way to then also often someone like Eddie's there or someone who's booking shows is there.
Yeah.
But kind of back to your story. I mean, that's great. And if you're listening, hopefully that, gave you some tips, and we can have more of those too if you think of things. But so you connected with Eddie Young.
Yes.
He booked you at Grimross. So let's pick it up there. Like, how did that go? Did you find it was like right after that, like things started happening? Did it take a little time?
So the show went good.
Mm-hmm.
I was terrified.
Okay.
Awful.
I think
you could
relate.
See it. Like my hand was shaking so bad. Like it was bad. Like my pick kept falling. I had my little sheets of paper on the side.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to go my first show having a stand. And if you do that, that's totally fine. I use my iPad with lyrics. and I'm
Yeah,
a year
yeah.
in. Okay.
Yes, I still do that.
Yeah. Right.
No,
like you just
some
forget.
people don't
Own it,
have as good a
right?
memory
Yeah,
that
you do.
way, and I'm going to advocate for that.
Right?
Some people have cognitive issues and stuff
Yes.
too. If you use a
Good
stand
point.
and lyrics, it is okay.
Absolutely fine.
Let's end the snobbery now.
Yeah. I didn't know
Here,
that.
here.
No,
going
and
into it.
I always felt that way too. Like, all right,
Yeah.
no, I can't have it. Like,
Right?
that's
That'll
bush league.
come. Absolutely, and
Yeah.
that'll come.
Yeah.
And I mean, my first show, I had this image that I thought that I needed to look like and that
Yes.
I needed to act like, and
Yeah.
I didn't know that I needed to entertain the crowd. I didn't know anything, so I'm just singing my songs. Thank you. Next song.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But I mean, for a first gig, it went great. I mean, the place was filled with family and friends. I have
Awesome.
a really,
That's
really,
great.
really awesome support system.
Yeah.
And even to this day, like, they all come out to my shows and they're awesome.
Amazing.
But I mean, after that show, like, talking about timing and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I didn't have my. That was in April. That would have been April of 2023.
Okay.
And my next gig would have been at the flower shop, the Hanson
Oh,
Road
yeah,
Flower
yep,
Shop.
yep.
Eddie
Love Hanson
Young
Road.
booked that again.
That was a cool
And
spot.
It's a phenomenal
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
It took me, I think it was in October
Okay.
of 2023. So it did take some time. And then after that, I worked at a daycare for a while, and
Right on.
I would play like the odd gig maybe like once every 2 months. Really,
Yeah.
like it wasn't like anything crazy. And then I tried to play at O'Hickey's, and things just kind of picked up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so now you're there every week.
every week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And O'Hickey's is an Irish,
Yes, we
Irish
should
pub
context.
downtown Fredericton. It's
Oh,
a rather new
yeah.
one, and I have personally not
awesome.
been, but I'm looking forward to getting
Oh
there.
my gosh,
That's a
you gotta
good
go.
time. It
It
feels
is
like a kitchen
great
party,
time.
kind of.
It is. It's
Yeah.
so homey. The staff are awesome. The owners are perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The entertainment is just like top notch.
Yeah.
It's the place to go for sure.
Yeah, they got it right. I think even just
Absolutely.
like the wood paneling in there, like
Oh,
it
yeah.
feels like it's been there for like 150 years.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't feel like they just put it there. You know what I mean?
No.
So it truly has the vibe of an Irish pub, and so, but it's a small venue.
It is.
So in that everyone's like when it's full, you can't move.
No.
So
You can't.
so I guess going from Grimross, which is a pretty like kind of big open hall space, and people sit a lot of the time.
Yeah.
There's still some people sitting at O'Hickey's, but like there's a lot of people just moving around. How's that feel?
Different.
Yeah.
It was so different. Very, very different. And I mean, I like playing at O'Hickey's because the energy is up. People love to hear
Yeah.
the music. It's a lot of cover songs that you just love to play and people love hearing.
Yes.
It's always a great time. Even on a Monday. It's always busy, it's always packed in there, and it's always a great time.
It's good to know.
But having the people so close to
Yeah,
you
it's
is
like-
so different.
Yeah.
But they're also like, it's weird because Grimross, you would sit and they'd have a beer, and I mean, for my first performance, being it all my family, they were very much paying attention.
Yeah.
O'Hickey's is the same; they'll pay attention, but it's different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
they're cheering you on.
Yeah.
At Grimross, it was like clapping, yay!
It's like they're participating as opposed to
Yeah.
watching you from a distance.
Oh
And
yeah, they are
Yeah,
very
that's
engaged.
an intimate setting. That's one of the benefits, I think, right?
And yeah,
sounds like a great place to, like, as they
Phenomenal.
say, cut your teeth on playing live music.
oh my
and,
gosh,
yeah.
it's my absolute favorite place to play.
Cool.
And there's even guys that come in. They are known as the Irish Mafia, and they bring in the spoons, and they bring in.
Nice.
I can't remember the name of it. And Greg, if you're watching this, forgive me. That drum.
the
that goes
bodhran.
Yes.
Yeah, or
they
bodhran or whatever you
Oh
call
yeah,
it.
yeah. They bring that in, and the guy Greg, he even has a mic, and I hook it up right to my mixer, and he plays that.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness,
nice.
that's amazing.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds like a place I can go and sing some Great Big Sea stuff because
Oh yeah.
I haven't yet to find
Can
an
you
outlet.
do that?
Oh, love
Like
Great
no,
Big
but I'm
Sea.
like, can you do it? Because I want to go watch that. I would love
Oh.
if you went and performed Great Big. I would go to see that.
Great Big
do
Sea,
it.
you'll get people rowdy for sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Ella's gonna do a few
Any
songs
music-
with me.
Yeah, you guys should do.
Absolutely. That'd be wicked.
There's certain music that just lends itself to a really good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
there's like so many different genres, of course, but like there's certain music that like you just want if you're having a beer with friends, you're like
Yep.
cheers, and then in the background it's
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And
You
it's
just-
that's what makes it a good time, right?
for sure. Yeah. Okay, so you're playing regularly at O'Hickey's, but I know also you've I ended up sharing the stage with you last summer at
Yeah.
a festival. So tell me like about some of the experiences you've had playing live and the different venues because I feel like you've done a lot in a short time. So I'm just curious to like hear
Oh, yeah,
about
I've-
that journey.
Crazy. Like, I mean, I ended up having to quit my job at the daycare because things got
Wow.
so crazy.
That's the dream, kind of, is like
That
people,
is.
music gets so busy that you're like, I need to take more time for that.
Until the winter, yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the winter, yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
And
the
then you're like,
winter
oh
was-
no, everything froze, including
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
It's like nothing is happening.
I
Yeah,
think
it was
everybody's
crazy.
just depressed.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
It's just who wants
Brunswick
to do it?
winters.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I shared the stage with you, that was Handmill Days.
Yeah.
That was also terrifying.
Yeah, that's
That
a
was
big
the biggest
stage.
stage I've ever played on, especially for only playing for a couple months consistently.
Yeah,
It was-
that's a big stage.
Yeah,
to get
that's-
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very courageous to do like just take on bigger and bigger
You
in
got
that
to.
period of time. Like
You have
That's
to.
you know what, and that not to like interject
Yeah.
into the story, but as almost like a tip thing, I think like it's a mixture of putting yourself out there and then like taking chances, like doing
You
things
need
that
You gotta
make
take
you.
the chances.
Because I
yeah.
think sometimes people, maybe young people or even people who haven't put themselves on a stage, they think that performers don't get nervous, or they think that
Oh,
like
yeah, they do.
you're just born to do it. You
Mm-hmm.
were comfortable on stage. No, like everyone has those first times on a bigger stage or the first time in front of a crowd or whatever, where they're like you said, shaking, like doing things, and
Yeah, nobody
once you
tells
get-
you
it's
about the
an
adrenaline.
that's what I was gonna
reaction.
say. It's adrenaline.
You can't
rush.
even
It is.
you can't do anything except
No, you
you're
just
dry. Your mouth is dry. Your hands are moist.
yeah.
it's so bad.
You go to sing, it's like
true.
it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I take every single gig that I'm offered.
Yeah.
Or try to. I mean, if
Right
I'm
on.
double booked, it's an issue. But
Sure,
but
yeah,
I
but
mean, yeah,
saying
in
yes
general,
to things like
everything.
yeah.
Everything, even if it's for 5 people, it's the practice, right? You're going to
for sure.
entertain those
Absolutely.
5 people. You're going to make sure that they have a good time.
yeah.
Very good
But
point.
although it's
Yeah.
5 people,
Yeah.
but that's also giving you practice
For sure.
to get rid of stage fright. You know how awkward it is to play in front of 5 people? It's,
I am.
It's
I
the
like
thing, right?
bigger
Yeah.
crowds are easier than smaller crowds. I think.
yes,
Like-
because there's more. I mean, if they're not listening to you, they're having a good time amongst themselves,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You look at the
Right?
audience, they're like, oh, they're not. A lot of these people don't pay attention, so you're like not so worried. You get like
Yeah.
5 people just staring at you.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that they're engaged and having a good time.
Yeah.
And that's stuff that you can work on with
Yeah.
those gigs, right? Consistent gigs.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, and I think it's good to be like, well, if I'm gonna, every person at a show counts. I
Yeah,
think,
abs-
right?
100%.
So if there is only 2 or 3 people, well, they still showed up, so they're gonna get the best version
Those-
of me too, right?
Those
So,
3 people are going to make a difference for sure. Like even like buying tickets at like
absolutely,
the cap.
yeah.
Even if 5 people show up, those 5 people are going to change your career because they bought your
Absolutely,
tickets. They
Yeah.
did
Absolutely,
this, right?
yeah.
Well, and the thing too that can get lost in it too is that like those 5 people. So you kind of mentioned you were on YouTube and this one person reached out to you because they just and maybe it didn't turn into like some big thing where you had
No.
like a management or whatever, but it could have.
It could have.
And when you have those 5 people, they have networks too.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening is if you kind of get down on yourself, I've done this. Like I've played a show where there's not that many people, and sometimes my energy isn't as good, or you can get discouraged. And then what ends up happening is those 5 people, or even 3 people, whatever it was, they're not really going to come see you again necessarily because they're like, they didn't have great energy. They're not necessarily worried that you're like discouraged because there wasn't that many people. So you got to play to like one person the way you'd play to like 500,
100%.
because then that one person could pull in 5. Like you never know their network,
Yeah.
and they might be like, next time we come out, I'm going to bring all my friends because you did such a great job for me. It was like a private
Yeah,
show, right?
yeah.
So yeah, it's tough though. It's tough when there's like a
Very.
small crowd. More nerve-wracking when they're just staring at you,
Oh yeah.
or if there's 5 people and they're not looking at you at all, and you're like,
it's
"There's
like,
only 5,
okay.
and none of them care." That
Yeah, because you're done a song and then there's nobody clapping. And
Right.
Like, oh, I'm gonna clap for myself.
you hear like the one like,
Yeah. It's like,
You're like,
thank you. Thank you.
yeah, thank you, that person that
Yeah,
clapped.
yeah.
And then like, no, I was killing a fly. It
Oh,
was like a
my
mosquito.
bad.
Yeah, it can be tough. I mean, the whole thing is daunting, but I think like that's so great that you're one decided to put yourself out there after being like a kid who didn't want to share singing with others, because I was the same way. I was like so shy growing up.
Well, I mean,
And
kids are judgy,
Kids are
Like,
so judgy.
right?
sure
And
are.
I mean, they just want to be liked, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's-
so getting like, I mean, sports are very much like people do sports, and
Yeah.
I mean, even like acting when I grew up wasn't really known. People don't really act.
Right.
Yeah.
People either do nothing or are in sports.
Yeah.
So
Right.
singing and
Do
acting
nothing
and
but
all
sports.
that, all that stuff.
The
is just,
performance, the
like,
arts and
yeah,
stuff, right?
It is. It's the arts.
Yeah.
Like, it
Small
can be
town, yeah,
judged.
like East Coast. I mean, probably anywhere you go, small town. It's typically, people are a lot more into sports, and the arts are not as.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just stereotyping, but it's a lot less common to see an artistic person or a musician in a small town than in somebody that plays hockey or whatever.
100%.
So that was like for me growing up is like I didn't see that really.
Yeah.
And when I had a close friend that was Stephen Lewis, like he was the first person I knew that like was doing something with music, and that was very inspiring to me. So like
You need
yeah,
someone to kind of do something first that like sets the way for others, which is why yourself and the path in New Brunswick isn't really well trodden, if I can say that. Like there's a lot of ground to be broken, so it's
hard to
which is kind of
get somewhere in
exciting.
New Brunswick, yeah.
Because like maybe who knows, maybe you'll be the first one to set a trail that others will follow behind you. Cause
maybe
they'll be like, I want to do what Ella did. Like that was so cool.
That'd be awesome.
How did she start? She put a couple videos on YouTube, right? She just put herself out there. So
you need to. And honestly, I mean, coming back to the kids are judgy thing, doesn't change really when you're older. People are going to judge you for doing something different anywhere you go. You just need to really get over it. You need to say, okay, they are jealous of me. I'm going to continue doing what I like and that I'm good at.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
People are going to, people that I went to high school with are still very judgy. Why are you doing that? Because I like it.
That's part of the journey, though, right?
Right?
Why is it more complicated than that, right?
Yeah.
Like why? Like I'm sure there's, and I'd like to know from you what are the kind of the top 5 reasons why you do this. Maybe it's 3, maybe it's 1. But why can't one of the main ones be it's a lot of fun.
It's so much fun.
And if you can get past, because some people are like, I could never have fun because I'd be so nervous. And like, I think if you can get past that point, it becomes really fun.
It
like,
is so much fun.
There's definitely terror
Oh,
for
there
a while.
is.
And the
There
terror
is.
returns sometimes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, there's nothing like, I'm sure for the 3 of us all probably very much love music. Like music is such a huge part of like who I am. And so to be able to perform it and have people involved and there's nothing like it, I don't think.
Nothing.
Yeah, once you get past like I said, the terror.
Yeah.
You got to bomb once or twice. You got to,
You kinda do.
Everybody does,
it's part
right?
of it, right? So once you realize I'm still going to be alive.
Yeah.
And
What's the worst that
what's
happens,
yeah,
right?
hey, I'm still
I'll
here.
be okay. My dignity's going to be fine.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about Hanwell Fest. Did you play any other festivals, any other kind of gigs like that over the summer? Or I guess even just like the Cap, or kind of where did you play? And
Kind of everywhere.
you've done some cool gigs too. Like, have you done some fundraisers? And
Fundraisers, I rarely say no to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fundraisers, right?
yeah,
Let me try everything. Honestly,
It's a
it's hard
blur.
for me to even think because last summer is kind of a blur.
that's a good
because
problem
it
to have,
happened just like that.
though. I love that.
And anyway, I ended up traveling
Okay.
for my first time down to Nova Scotia and played at a bar called the Treble Pub.
Okay.
And that was really awesome because I think that was probably, I'm going to say April-ish. So pretty new into playing, and I was able to go
Yeah.
at a
cool.
province, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I did that, and that was wicked, really good turnout. And then I was also able to go, I play at the Old Dublin Pub frequently in Charlottetown,
Okay.
Cool.
which is a great
Charlottetown
great
is such
spot.
a great city.
I love
And
it.
Very vibrant. When we talk
Yeah.
about the arts, like they know how to do it there and support their own. I think they have a great art scene.
They do.
Yeah, and of course like sports and stuff too. But for some reason, I don't know what it is about PEI. But
They
it just-
always had. When I was a kid, I went to my, I should say kid, younger,
Yeah.
and I first started going to like the bars and stuff. That's what I remember. The music scene was like.
Really alive.
It was fun, and they had
Yeah.
so many
It's
good
lively.
bands that I
They
never
do.
heard of. Like, yeah, just that. I don't know if you want to call it downtown, wherever that part of Charlottetown, but
super
Yeah.
it
vibrant.
was so memorable.
Food is good there
Yeah.
too. They have such
Oh,
good
yeah.
food.
Everything's just so fresh.
Yeah. So you played there. So,
I do,
yeah.
and both my parents are actually from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was also a super good experience, and I've played at, oh my gosh, what's that other bar? There's another bar in Charlottetown as well. So I'll play at the Old Dublin Pub one night, and then I'll play at the other bar the next
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the guy, Kent, is super awesome as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to do kind of at a province things. I was also able to play at the golf kind of tournament in Mactaquac this
Okay.
summer.
Yeah.
So I was able to
Yeah,
play
I think
on
I
those
saw
boat
something.
cruises.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
So fun.
Oh, that's
I got
really
so
cool.
burnt.
Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, you got to think ahead on that
Yeah.
one. Like, I'm going to be out
I
in the
was
sun.
not ready. I was so not ready and
Yeah.
dehydrated, but it was probably one of my favorite gigs
Yeah.
the
Oh,
past
very
summer.
cool.
Oh yeah, and it was sunny and it was July and it was perfect and everybody was having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
it
a
was
big
so
difference,
awesome.
doesn't it? Like, you have a gig where everyone around is just like having a good time and you're just a part of that. Like,
Yeah.
you get to be a part of everyone's like fun day.
It was awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, really, it was so awesome.
And were you on a boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We were on the at Mactaquac they have like the little boat boat cruise things.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
yeah.
rented those out.
Okay.
And we took them out, and I went out for probably an hour and a half, and
Yeah.
I did it, I think, 3 times
Okay.
in the span of a week. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It
So
was
you've played some cool. Did you also play on the walking bridge at one point?
I did.
Okay.
For
So I was
a beer
gonna
on the
say.
bridge.
Yeah. So you've
Yeah.
played some interesting. You've been on boats,
Yeah.
bridges,
Yeah,
like
kind of
pubs.
everything.
You
Yeah.
like
Kind
just
of a little bit of everything.
playing shows on top of water, apparently.
Yeah, it's more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, beer on the bridge was a great time. It was freezing. I won't lie. I was
Okay.
in my raincoat. Well, it was cold, but it was also like very humid. So I was like dripping, and I had my hair all done, my makeup all done, and it all just kind of came off. Meanwhile, I had my raincoat on.
Oh,
Freezing.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So
So this time shaking, but for different reasons.
yeah, yeah.
Not nerves
definitely.
anymore, but the nerve experience probably gave you experience like how to hold a pick when you're shaking.
Yeah,
right. You learned.
you do.
It's funny. There was one time when we were talking about the shaking thing where I went to play a song and I was like super nervous for whatever because it was a small group and I didn't have the band with me. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Props to you for like doing a lot of solo stuff because when you have a band, you can kind of be like, hey, it's you now.
can
And, like
bounce
hide
things
behind
off,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, there's like that energy and you're kind of going into it together. But I was doing this thing alone and I have this song that's like all like finger picking and I like went down to do it and I could feel my hands doing this and I was like, I'm going to do a different song.
Yeah.
I just opted out to do that.
Oh,
because I just
yeah.
knew I'd be like too shaky and I'd be, messing it up. So sometimes that's a factor that plays
It's
into
true, absolutely.
or the environment, you're getting sunburned, or like when we did the Beechwood one, I mentioned like we were swarmed with like bugs. Like if you just never know when you play a show, right? Like what you're gonna deal with. It's part of the
Gotta be
fun.
prepared for everything.
You do.
I mean, really, it's always a good time. Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not with bugs.
It was a
but-
good time.
It was a good time.
It was, but-
Oh, I'd be so freaked out.
All valuable experiences. I'm sure,
Like
yeah.
if you were in any way afraid of bugs, it would not be a good time. Like it was literally.
Oh, maybe
I don't
I
know.
think I have
It's
like a
like-
spider on me.
Oh, it was it was bad.
Beechwood? Where's
Yeah.
that again?
So there's a dam there. There's like a really big dam. That's all I can. Yeah.
Oh.
River Valley. Do you know who River Valley Mike is? Shout out River Valley Mike.
Yes.
Do you know? Okay, because he does some radio stuff there
Yes,
near Perth Andover.
Okay, cool.
And it was him and a buddy of his that put on this festival, and it was kind of cool because that summer, like the Handball Days one, there was a few first-time festivals that was just kind of like getting a chance to play those, which is cool because they're figuring stuff out and we're figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bugs thing was a little bit crazy.
Well, even like Canada Day, when that band came at Officer Square, you could see the bugs in the lights, and they were like
man.
trying to swat them away. I felt bad.
Well, and also when you're singing, you know this too. Like you're taking big breaths in
You are
to make a
Yeah.
big note. So like I was inhaling like bugs pretty often.
protein.
I had to. Like it's like when it goes,
I
do you
ate
do?
so many bugs, nobody even knows.
nobody knows. Well, you have no option, right? Like I can't like in the middle of a note go.
You're entertaining,
You're
right?
just like, okay, that one's I'm eating it.
Yep.
Oh, there's a bug in my face. Oh, yeah, sure, buddy. Sure.
Yeah. Nobody else was seeing.
Haven't
it.
heard that one before.
Oh.
I was being a diva. Okay. Man, this is amazing because I think like the trajectory that you've taken and everything that you've done is super cool to see but couldn't happen to a nicer person, and so obviously but you've put in the work and
Absolutely.
and you're a great singer and great performer. So but let's talk a little bit about recording, because I know that you've also recorded, and
I have.
I want to know all about how that experience was for you. How did you feel about it, and
It
how did it
was
happen?
Surreal.
Tell us the
super
story.
surreal.
Yeah.
It's such a funny story. Not really, but it's like when I started playing and performing, I'm like, I need to get originals out there.
Okay.
And Brent Buchanan reached out to me to do kind of like a podcast thing for Rogers TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, he reached out asking if I had any original songs. I didn't. I lied and said I did. So I was like, oh, now I really
Yeah,
have
now
to
you
have
really
an
do.
original song.
Sometimes
So-
that pressure's good.
Oh, it actually did me really good.
Yeah.
And anyway, I couldn't write from my own experience, and to this day, I find it really hard to do that because songwriting
Interesting.
is so vulnerable.
It is.
Getting all of your feelings out to show the world is one of the most vulnerable things, honestly, that you could probably do. And I still struggle with it now.
Okay.
That will never end. just
It
for
will
you.
never, ever. But I mean, it's okay. It
You
makes
just
it-
work at being more vulnerable as you go.
Yeah, it's
and-
just personal. People want to see personal too, right?
They do. That's a
Yeah,
good point, and it's
right?
and it feels like for the people who are delivering the personal, and it's because back to what you talked about when you're a performer and you're putting stuff out there, and then there's
Absolutely.
vulnerability in that. That's a different step of that. Like it's one thing to have your face on Facebook and Instagram, and
Yeah.
people are like, I know
Yeah.
you. They see you downtown. You sing here or whatever. But then when it's like you sang that song about that thing you went through, and you know, and then you're like, you
can
can't in that moment be like, no, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
You can't.
Right?
But I
You've
mean,
put yourself out there.
It brings people together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really,
for sure.
I mean, being personal, people can relate. That's what songs are about. People want to relate to your songs, right? And
Yes.
people do relate to songs.
Yeah.
I think
right?
that's
So-
the whole singer-songwriter
100%.
performance thing. For me, is always connecting with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
I think I always want, hey, I want you to know who like I really am, not just what you think I am or see. And you know, this is my chance to kind of let you see that maybe a little more in depth than you might get in a topical conversation. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And
Yeah.
even singing cover songs, I mean, at O'Hickey's, for example, there's a guy by the name of Pat Doherty who goes there, and his nickname's Gandalf. He has a big, huge beard, and he's awesome.
I'm more sold on this bar by the minute.
Oh my gosh.
You have to, it's a really great spot.
He's like one of the faces of O'Hickey's. He's
Gandalf.
awesome. I love him with my whole heart. And one of the songs that I cover is I'll Fly Away. And it's covered
beautiful.
by so many people. But he told me that his sister was passing and wanted me to sing that song for him. So every time I play that, he gets kind of emotional. And it's just, it doesn't even matter if it's a cover song, if it's your original.
Absolutely.
You're right.
People are drawn to connections with music, right?
Yeah.
They want to relate.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, that like when you're delivering the emotion of someone else's song, it doesn't really matter, because yes, you can put on the song on headphones and play it that way, but when you see someone like yourself performing it, it is like having that conversation with another person, and they know what to expect. So yeah, that's a very really beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
That you're able to do that. And yeah,
I mean, that's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
it is
Connecting with people. That's awesome.
So-
Super awesome.
Yeah, like I would like to hear a little more. So you basically committed to this song that you didn't have, and then you're like,
Yeah,
I
we
got to
need
write
to-
a song. So how did you even like? Because something we love here is the process. Like I love how different people write songs differently, or how it strikes them, or what their whole process is. So
Yeah.
what was it like for you? I mean, assuming you hadn't even written your
I
own,
have never
written a song, and
never
you're like,
written a
I got to
song.
do this. So how did you even approach that?
I had no idea how to do it, to be completely honest. It was, I mean, like I said, I couldn't even write for my own feelings because it's so vulnerable, and I'm working on that, like I said. So I used one of my friends' situations with an ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
And again, like if you listen to Rollercoaster, it's kind of about a guy and showing everybody else that he's this awesome, super amazing person, but when you take off that mask, he's somebody completely different. And I could see that being a conflict with my friend and this guy that I was also kind of friends with a little bit. And anyway, there's a lot of drama there. And I kind of used that because I could see that she was hurting, that he was hurting,
Well,
I
that
was
is-
hurting.
So that is personal then.
It is.
Yeah.
On a level, it is kind of personal. Anyway, I used that, and it took me so many tries to actually get it. I had help from a guy down in Nova Scotia, just because I didn't know if there was like a certain like formula you needed for songwriting.
No, that's a
and
fair
you-
question.
and you
Like,
don't.
I'm still, like, what do people do? Because
I mean, there's a formula that, I mean, the verse, chorus, pre-chorus, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a certain formula, but I mean, actually coming up with a song, there's none. You just write and
feel
you
it
kind
out,
of word vomit
some
on
days
the
it
paper,
hits you
right?
like it's some
Yeah.
days it just hits you, and some days you got to chip away at it.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you do. And anyway, this guy in Halifax, he's amazing. He's my age, and he's a producer, and he's a songwriter and
cool.
performer, and he's just an amazing guy. His name's Silas Bunnell, and he's perfect. Anyway, I asked him kind of about songwriting processes, and he kind of was just like, well, there isn't really any. You just need you
Different
just
for
need
everyone.
a word. Yeah, you just need a word vomit. And that's what I did. And
It turned out really
Trial.
well for the word vomit process. It's
Yeah.
funny. Word vomit just sounds like such a like
Yeah.
messy thing, but like, yeah, it's a really good
It
song.
is.
Yeah, it's a great tune. Yeah, Rollercoaster. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
It's on platforms.
yeah,
right?
everywhere, streaming
Yeah.
pretty much
I
everywhere.
know
yeah.
that it is because I listened to it there, but just for everyone else, yeah,
It is.
It's out
You
there,
can get
folks.
please check it
anywhere.
out. Yeah,
Please do. That'd be
Go listen to
awesome.
Rollercoaster. And we will be playing it in a bit here. But so you were able to word vomit out a song.
Yeah.
And so how, because you talk about verse, chorus, and stuff like that, like, and melody. What came first for you? Like, were you like, oh, that's a chorus, I like that, or did you just start on a verse and the chorus? I'm just curious.
I came out with a melody, actually.
Okay.
And the chorus was the hardest part for me. And if you talk to other people, they're like, oh, but that's the easiest. That's the main part of the song. That's the part that you want to make the point. Like, you want the chorus is your point, right?
Bring it home.
Yeah, you do, right? And that I took really seriously, and I wanted it to be perfect. And again, songwriting is never perfect.
True.
By any means, it's never perfect. And I did learn that with the first song that I ever wrote. And anyway, so I started off with my verse after that and just kind of went verse, chorus.
So you did find chorus first then?
No.
Or just the melody?
Verse, chorus.
Okay.
So yeah, melody, verse, chorus, and then the last verse.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I kind of just like, as if you're reading it.
Yeah. So like, I feel like you've been playing guitar for ages. Did you come up with the music for the song before you had lyrics, or was that did you do that in tandem? Did you start it with like, oh, I want it to be this chord, I want it to have this feel, like, did you have any bearing instrumentation wise, or was that also just kind of
I kind of wanted to make a point with my song a little bit.
Okay.
So if anybody knows the song Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood, love that song, and it was kind of the same kind of vibe that she gives off.
You could feel that in that song.
Yeah, you can, right? And that's my thing. That's absolutely my thing.
Yeah.
And I had my chord progressions, and then Colin Fowley actually helped me perfect them.
Shout out to
Colin, yeah. And he helped me produce this song. He's awesome. I don't even know how to describe this guy. He's a wizard when it comes to
he is a true wizard.
Producing.
That's a good way to describe it.
He really loves
right?
doing this stuff.
He loves it, and he thinks that it's just so much fun, and he's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, wizard is probably the best way to describe Colin because he's like subdued. He's such a great like mentor type character. Yeah. Because it does everything usually with a smile. Like, he's got that jovial nature that a wizard has, where he's just kind of like, oh, why don't you try this way? and
he's just good. He's good at everything. He plays everything. He plays everything. The only thing that he didn't do on that song were drums. Yeah. That's it. He did everything else.
Yeah.
And by next one, he will be doing the drums.
It will be the drums.
Yeah.
He's working on it right now.
100%.
So did you kind of took the song to him, and then what was the recording So I'll say, like, as someone who's recorded vocals, I find that like intimidating. Like when you have a producer there, and especially if like this isn't a song you had performed a lot before this, right? No. You had kind of written it. It's not like you went out and played a ton of shows with it. You were like, let's put this out as a single, which is kind of a different process for artists than like, having a song that they've played for years and then maybe I'll record it, and it's just like old shoe to them. But so then you're performing it as this kind of new song, the lyrics in front of him to a microphone that's being recorded. Like, how did you find that? Was that nerve-wracking for you?
Well, yes, it was very. So actually, when I performed that song live on Brent's show, I finished it 2 days before.
Wow.
That's cool.
And I still don't know if Brent knows that. Really. Honestly, you might be able to tell in the anyway.
Well, there you go, Brent. Now you know.
Yeah, now he knows. Anyway.
But that's cool, though. That's cool that like you had just gotten it past the finish line, and then you, again, had the you were brave enough to just be like, I'm going to perform it now. Let's go.
I got no choice. I did this to myself.
And I feel like you just like how you're like, I got a song. Like, I feel like you knew intuitively, like, I got to take this path. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right.
And absolutely.
No other way, kind of.
No other way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to, like, we were talking about vocals there, super intimidating because, I mean, there's playing in front of 5 people. And then there's playing in front of 1 person.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was. And one person who's recording you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is going to be on a show. I would have just bombed her personally. I think I would have. Yeah. But that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and, intimidating for sure.
I hate to do this too, but we're actually. I don't know how the time every time it
flies,
goes so. Does it feel like it's been that long?
It feels like it's been maybe
10 minutes.
We literally got like 4 minutes left on the timer here.
I want to throw.
Can you believe that? Like, honestly,
that's insane.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
And I say this every time, but we will have you back.
Yes.
Oh my god,
100% we will have you back. Let's throw quickly to Rollercoaster. I want to do that, and then maybe we can just kind of finish up with like where can people see you and get a hold of you if they want to book you and all that stuff. So right now we are going to listen to Rollercoaster by Ella Campbell, a song that she finished and performed a couple days later.
I know.
So take a listen.
In this town, fool,
welcome back. That was Rollercoaster by Ella Campbell. Wonderful song.
Thank you.
Yeah, where can people find that? I mean, I think we already mentioned it a little bit.
Yeah, so you can find it pretty much anywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube.
Awesome.
Yeah, everywhere.
Please do support her, check her out.
Yes.
Facebook, all that stuff, it matters and it helps. So.
Yes, absolutely does.
Yeah, someone said that that's the currency, kind of the current currency of like artists.
Even Kylie, I believe, actually.
Yeah, is like likes, shares.
It
It really can make a huge difference in an artist's career when a song, you know, even if you're, I don't know if you did the pre-save thing on Spotify, like pre-save the song before it comes out. And I know that's hard. Like when
It is really hard, especially for a first song.
For a
People
first
don't know
song,
you,
they
right?
don't know you.
Self-promoting sucks anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
we all
does.
struggle with that. And you talked about like social media. Like it's a full-time job. Like if you're like trying to actually really connect with people, it's a full-time job. Colin knows all about that because he's
100%.
actually doing really well on TikTok, which is awesome for
I know.
his TikTok channel is great.
He's so awesome.
So what's next for you? What's coming up in the future?
So I am working on a couple more songs.
Okay, amazing.
What can I say about them right now?
We can keep it a mystery if you want.
You don't have to say anything.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
I'll give you a song title.
Okay. Exclusive.
It's called Lucky Loser.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. And that's pretty much all I can say about a toxic relationship, I guess, too.
I was going to say, I feel like I can relate to that already. No,
Yeah.
Just like you're writing a song about me.
Oh, wait. And then you're like, it's about a
You didn't
toxic
need to
piece
know.
of crap. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Okay, that's good. You know what? A title doesn't give away too much, but it's intriguing. I'm like, okay, I want to hear the song, and I'm excited for it. So,
I'm excited.
do you have
for
like
it, too.
any timeline on what you're thinking when?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm kind of wanting. I'm at the point where I want to release a kind of like a bunch of songs. Not at once, but within.
Yeah.
Keep the momentum going, right?
Yeah, keep the yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wanting to write a bunch and then release a few.
Yeah.
And then maybe get an EP out.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Yeah,
I'm very excited for it. I know there's going to be a lot of amazing songs, music, stories,
Yeah.
all the things you're about to do. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Yes.
It was
Thanks,
awesome
Ella,
sharing
for
a
coming
stage
in.
with
It
you.
was awesome.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can have you back sometime and talk
Absolutely.
about all the things you've done in the next year because you did so much in the first year. I can't imagine what the next
This
one's
year's
going to
gonna
look
be
like.
good.
Yeah,
gonna
I
be good.
think so. Awesome. All right. Well, that's been our time, and
That's it for
hopefully
us.
you'll tune in next time.
We don't have a sign out yet.
We don't really. Usually, I
But,
just say, "I'm Joel."
I'm Josh, and this is Ella.
This has been
This is Ella.
Yeah, this is Ella. Ella Campbell. Thanks for coming in,
Thanks
and
for
thank
having
you
me.
all for stopping in too.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. We'll see ya, or you'll hear us next time on Show Us Your Insides.